Where is it at?
It's on
Hey,
Frank's
we're
channel.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Let me pull the chat back up here. Now I got the stream going.
I gotta find
All right,
that.
who has it up? Is it me?
I got it up. What do you need?
Oh no, I'm saying let me see something. I think I'm actually screwing up for a change. Yep, there we go. Now I'm muted. Now I got the stream muted on the screen. I'm like, what the hell? I was hearing it through my head.
There we go. Oh, we are. There we go. We're live.
We're live. Yay.
It's like our first time. Just like our first time, Frank.
No, that was almost a year ago. We got about another 6 weeks, and it was the Sunday after the Super Bowl.
That's right.
The first Mixin show.
That's right. We have to celebrate.
Yeah, we'll do something. Maybe I'll buy something and we'll give it away.
Yeah.
Maybe this way we get more people again.
Or I could send you something to give away. I have a ton of RDAs.
Well, there we go. We'll talk about it.
Nice.
All right, let me throw some shout outs out there. Al Ben, Bigfoot, Gareth Martin, going on. The man who's turned into the giant winner from last week, Alan Gorby, thanks to John Mikulski giving away some of his prize pack. So Alan's got the whole line of Wonder Flavors coming. He's got the 2 year, yeah. Fresh will kill me. The 2 hour, what you call it?
One-on-one eye contact with Fresh.
Yeah, the one-on-one eye contact with Fresh.
Oh, nice.
He gets to hang out with the new kitty.
Yeah.
And Alan, I think Alan also has another gift code coming his way from John. I got to find out from John what he wants to do. I still have it saved. I can just send it right over since he didn't do anything with it. See, I see Kind Ground out here. Let's see who else we got. We got James Rivera, Graham, Jeff Lawson. What's going on, everybody? John Wright. Hibbit-hooray, hibbit-hooray. What's going on, Joey?
Joey.
V-Dog's out there. Lino's out there. What's going on, Lino? I see our good friend Chrono has decided to hang out with us today. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to our show.
Yeah, I had off work. I figured I didn't have anything better to do.
Yeah. Oh, the belated birthday boys out there, David Settles. Here, Chrono, I'm going to go ahead and throw you a wrench. This way you can pimp your shit.
Awesome.
Pimp it.
Yeah. So how's everybody's Christmas? Everybody have a good Christmas? Get what you wanted, eat, enjoy your families?
Enjoy. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was cool. I got to see like my cousin's kids who I only see like twice a year. So it was pretty awesome. And they're always very amused by me. I'm like a walking cartoon character. So they find me hilarious. I guess they don't get like a lot of like fun grown-ups. Like,
well, I could see you being that fun uncle, the fun,
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Say they just break out the guitar and just go in the song and start doing, especially when they're little, start doing like, Sesame Street stuff and not dropping the F-bomb like Grover. And...
You're like this grown up from South Park.
How old were they?
What's going on, Raven? Sass
very, like 8 to 15.
No, that's the fun age because then you could just, after they get, you sugar them up and then you send them home.
Yeah, totally. My niece.
That's the best things.
My nephew's now legal, like he's legal drinking age, and he's like graduating, and he's a kicker. So he's like putting his whole promo video clip together, and we were talking about that. Trying to find an agent. I'm like, whoa, dude, you're like all adulting and stuff now. Like, I don't even know what to do with you anymore.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine. He went to Newberry College in South Carolina, and he broke a whole bunch of like Division II records for punting and everything. And he had a shot. The one shot he tried out for the Patriots.
Oh, wow.
And the punter that he was going up against was married to Kraft's daughter. So he obviously wasn't going to get that job. And then he had another shot, and he was going to go for. I think he was going to get signed by your Jets.
Oh, wow!
He was a cop at the time too, and they were doing some exercise, and he blew his knee out, and that was it.
Oh my God, how horrible!
So now he hauls cars.
Well, that's what I said to my nephew because he does construction work.
Yeah,
his dad is a builder, and that's what they do. And I'm like, Andrew, I love you, but you got to be really careful, man, because if you end up getting hurt on the work site,
it's all over. The football career is done. Yeah. This damn RDA leaks like a son of a gun unless you sit there and paint the coil. So I'm being lazy.
I do that a lot.
We'll test out the Cerakote and the Zell Thunder.
What about it?
And I'm saying we'll test out with all the
Joey,
rubbing the heck out
that's your name. Yeah. What about Flivora Honeybee?
Oh,
she loves it.
Yeah,
she loves
that's her newfound love.
I want it. I want this one and FA honey before I start dabbling into my oatmeal kind of stuff.
FA honey or Flavora honeybee, Tam?
Yeah, apparently those are the only good ones, right?
What?
Joey loves honeybee.
Yeah, honeybee.
Yeah, milk and honey by Flavora is another good one.
I have that. I like milk and honey.
Yes.
I like it too.
Honeybee's got
Thank
a
you,
little
Emily.
floral note to it.
MB and I were going all girl support for Tammy, so we decided to put on some hats and everything.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, Graham says DIY
Hat
flavor
day.
Shack's honey is supposed to be a good one too. Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet.
Whose honey was that, Frank?
DIY Flavor Shack. Every time I see it, I think of back home Dyfus. which for people outside New Jersey, like Dyfus, what's that? It's like kind of like
Children and Family Services, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's where if you don't take care of your shit, they come take your kids.
Yep.
Hey, Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Well, Joey, if it makes you happy, then stick to it. That's what matters.
Exactly. Yeah, I heard honeybee does have a floral note to it.
It does, but I love it. I want that note.
Well, I mean, where does honey come from?
Yeah,
right.
Flower.
Hello. There you go.
I love florals.
The man speaks the truth.
I haven't really dabbled too much in the florals yet. I mean,
there's not even just a single honey. Like you can have honey from flowers, from trees, from bushes, from like if we have beehives here on the island. We have a specific bee that is a endangered species bee, and it's only on the island. It's called a black bee, and depending on what kind of vegetation you have in your region and the territory of the bees, sometimes and some specialist companies they plant, for example, I don't know, specific flowers or specific bushes, specific thing like that, and you have like hundreds of different kinds of honey from the mountains, from the sea flowers, from and they all taste different, and they also are made differently according to the bees that make the honey. Mm-hmm. So it's not surprising that some honeys are different than others. It depends.
The other aspect of getting local honey to your area is that if you have seasonal allergies, if you buy local honey, that the seasonal allergies of your area, you have a I don't want to say an immunity to, but
they do. They give you an immune boosting boost. It boosts your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't actually work on the immune system, but it exposes you to low doses
or your metabolism or something
of the allergens that create your immune response. So it's almost like a low dose that you develop a tolerance to, in a sense, to. And so then when the seasonal situation comes around, you don't have your allergens, or your allergies are not as bad. So like I buy local honey from a shop down the street, and it's great. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. So a little life lesson here for you guys on honey.
Yeah, that's the way it is here too. There's a lot of places where you can get local honey. That's what they tell you it's for. Yeah.
Yeah, that there is a benefit to it, and it's true. It works.
Yeah, Kind Ground. He's the exception in the rule. He's saying local honey makes his allergies worse.
Really? Well,
it's like people in the flu shot. Some people react well to it, and some people get the flu.
Yeah, I quit getting that like 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago now, flu shot, because I got sick as a dog off the flu shot to where I was hospitalized. So it's like,
whoa. Wow. Wow. All right. So are we going to talk some of our favorites this year? What do you think, Frank?
Heck, absolutely.
All right.
Where do you want to start, Mayor? I know you had a whole list all set up, ready. You had your
Yeah,
bullet
you're
points
the
and all
organized
that.
one, Mary
Yeah.
Beth.
Yeah, so let's go with bakeries first, because bakeries is everybody's favorite. So that's what we're going to kind of do, guys, today. Just so you know, we're going to talk a little bit about
No, tobacco's my favorite, but okay, we'll start with bakery.
You want to start with tobacco? You want to go?
No. I'm joking with you. I'm joking.
We want to talk about what
bakeries.
Mixes that we've mixed up during the year that for one reason or another caught our attention, and we're going to kind of just talk about them today. So if you guys have mixes out there that you've mixed up and you've really enjoyed, let us know. And maybe we can pop them up here too. Okay. So bakeries, what do we got? So I got to start off with one that came in late in the season. And she completely continued to egg me on with her title called Bite Me.
Oh, yeah.
Pippa's, right. So, and
Wait, I just mixed that. I need to test it. So
all right.
That isn't fair.
You can
go ahead and talk about it.
So you can certainly mix it and vape it off the shake, but it definitely comes into its own around 5 to 7 days.
Which one did you say?
Bite Me by Pippa. I'm going to pop it up here.
I have it too. You're cheating.
Oh, you have it on your list as well?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's all right.
The benefit of going first, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a dark berry cobbler, and she's used, and you can pipe in here too. See if you want. So she used Jungle Flavors Forest Mix, which is excellent. I think it's a darker berry mix. I don't think it's a red berry mix, and she even gives it a little more of a boost with the boysenberry there. And the wild berry cobbler to me is like a true blackberry kind of. I don't get now the thing about this that I really enjoyed is that I think the berry mix that she used is really, really nice. What I don't get a lot of is the granola or crumble, or I didn't get a lot of that bakery note. It's definitely there, but I didn't get a lot of it, and it's more prominent on the XL, but it's yummy. I really enjoyed this. If you like that dark berry sweet kind of cake, kind of crumble kind of thing. What did you think, Sane?
I think that I've made a mistake because I have not chosen this one. I'm sorry. But it's okay.
That isn't the one you chose?
No, unfortunately, I couldn't find Jungle Flavor Forest Mix, and I still need to get Yes with Cheesecake and Wild Berry Cobbler à la mode, mind you.
Okay.
So that's the best.
Yeah.
That's
so
my concentrate. She stole it. So
it's super interesting. It looks super interesting. Flavor boysenberry is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super interesting because she uses wow. Or wow. Different how you want to pronounce it. And I don't see wow used very much. And this is I want to mix this because I really want to understand what she's doing with wow.
She usually gives very good notes. I think she mentions it. Let's see.
FA well helps the pastry and helps the mouthfeel.
Yeah. So it does give you that cooked pastry dough kind of sense, I think. But I don't get a lot of crumble out of this. There's definitely it's not texture crumble. Do you know what I mean? It's more like a crust maybe at best on the exhale of the vape. But yeah, that's the first one I wanted to share. Who wants to go next?
I'll go ahead with one that I had earlier this year that I really enjoyed mixing. I'll go ahead and share this up. I think this one's actually public. I'd have to look at it, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's back in the summertime when we were doing apples. And this is an apple donut that I did back in July. And this one I actually made a big bottle of and vaped it out. Then I got tired of it, but it was good while it lasted. I'll probably mix it again this summer if I don't come up with something different. And I threw the whole kitchen sink of almost every apple I had at it, except for the Stark apple is the only one I didn't throw in. But you have your apple filling from Flavor, which is if you're going to make any kind of apple pie or anything, that's one that I would throw at any recipe. Fuji to sweeten it up a little bit, make it a little bit more authentic. The CDS, just I wanted to add a little bit more of a cinnamon note and a little bit of pastry. That's why I ran it 2%. I mean, you can go higher, but I don't. The deep fried pastry dough just helps give it more of a fried taste. Double apple, just add a little more sweet apple to it. The sweetener you can do with or without, but I like it better with the sweetener. It seems like it was it just seemed like it was a little missing something. And since your donuts is sweet, it's supposed to be sweet anyway. The 2 apples, just another apple to throw at it, give it a little more of that green apple note. And then there's a Zappola to help with the donut and gives you a little bit more of that cinnamon. And I mean, it's definitely a cinnamon forward recipe with all the different things that's between the filling and the CDS and the Zappola. But I enjoyed it. Turned out pretty decent. And of course, as you can see, was it 8 flavors? So tried not to go down the rabbit hole, but it seems like I always seem to.
I really like the Inawera 2 apples as well.
That was one that Wayne had talked about on one of his Friday shows. I'm like, oh, let me grab that.
I really like it. It's kind of like a nice.
It's good.
Yeah, they're nice.
Inawera as good as fruits.
Yes,
they are.
They're not too authentic. They're kind of like right spot on. They really are. The question I have for you, Frank, is the double apple by Cap. Like, how does that? Like, is that similar to the 2 apples by Inawera? Is that?
It's a little bit more candy-ish.
Okay.
In my opinion, it's kind of like getting like like a cheap apple juice. Like you can go to Pathmark and get that cheap apple juice.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Card. That's what I get from double apple. It's not real authentic. Yeah. It's kind of on the sweet side. It's not really an apple drink, and it's sugary.
The only thing I've came across with that flavor is if you go too high with it, it gets like a waxiness.
Yes, it will.
The 2 apples, the cap double apple. Like when you say too high, like how high would you say?
Like around the 5% range.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if you were going to try to like single flavor it and you run it at 5 just because you read the recommendations, 5% single flavor. Yeah, you're going to get almost like like the fruit bowl that sits out all year for decoration.
Yeah.
Get like a plastic, waxy note.
But below that, I mean, I love that apple. It's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be an apple that you would use like in a beverage? Is it more juicy than meaty? Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely it is. Yeah, it's pretty,
like
it's pretty thin.
Apple martini, maybe?
Yes, I would definitely use that, and in combination with the 2 apples or a green apple for an apple martini.
Yeah, totally. Cool beans. Hey, Vaping Trucker popped in. Hey, Vaping Trucker.
What up, Mike?
Mr. Mike.
Happy holidays to you, brother. Hopefully you got to spend some decent time at home. Oh, I see JTH out there. JTH.
What up?
Basically, if you have 3 initials by your name, we're going to do that. We're just going to go. We're simple. We're simple. We're simple folk, and that's kind of what we do.
Well, he does that to me, and in Fresh's chats all the time. So
yes, he does.
So that's why I got.
All right, who wants to go next?
Okay, I have a couple that's kind of related. If I could
take it away, girl.
Okay, cool. All right.
Get a refill up.
Okay.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah. All right. Go fill me one up too. Okay. I need one.
Yeah, I got my.
And I'm sure someone had this one already. Probably Mary Beth.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't pick it.
Oh, okay. So this is of course our favorite Shindo. Spiced peaches and cream, and this is so yummy and so simple and just good.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
And it's wonder flavors, peach pie and cream, and Flavora eggnog. And I mean, you cannot get more simple than this. But yet you vape it, and it is so complex tasting.
Yeah, it really is.
Absolutely delicious.
But
Yes.
that's the key to
Absolutely delicious.
using that wonder flavors is just keep it simple and let that wonder flavors do its thing. Not what,
Right.
Yeah.
And the eggnog, it just shows what flavor eggnog does too, because it's not just it's like a allspice kind of thing. Not really allspice. I shouldn't say that. Scratch that. Edit and take that out. It's not allspice, but it just has this great flavor that adds to that peach pie and cream that just I can't describe it. That egginess.
It works.
It's just
good.
works. It's just good.
Mix it,
if you don't have flavor for eggnog, just get it and thank Shindo and everybody later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
the reason why I have it is because
this is amazing. So then just recently, and this was put out in October, and I just mixed this up, and this is absolutely delicious too. And I think it is, hold on, right here. No, it is not right there. Are you seeing like 5 things on my screen?
1, 2, 3. You mean tabs? I see a bunch of tabs here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he made it public in October. We originally created. It's this son of a peach from.
Yeah. Okay. I just need to close this. That's what I need to do. I just need to go backwards because I was trying.
There you go.
Son of a peach. Yeah. Waddling. And this is Luke Luke and son of a peach. What did I say? Did I say that? Did I say something else?
No.
Son of a peach. And so anyway, I love peaches, as a lot of people probably have figured out. And I wanted to mix this because Luke is just, he has come a long way from when I first met him, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago or longer, to now. He has become excellent, just very meticulous about the way he puts it together.
I agree.
And I saw this, I'm like, this has got a lot of ingredients, and it has this peach pie and cream, which we all love. And I'm like, I wonder how this is going to hold up in this recipe. So I mixed this a couple of days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. And this is absolutely delicious, top-notch delicious. And what's amazing, he uses Flavora apple filling really low just to give that cinnamon note. And then with this mullenberry nectar peach to add to that peach pie and cream, and then you got the cake and whipped cream and a little bit of custard, not a lot, just a little bit. It's just delicious, just a cinnamon peach cobbler, if you will. It's just delicious. He did an amazing job on this. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah,
he's got a work in progress, and he needs.
You can
take
see
that off. It's finished.
It's just kind of done. Sign the check. It's delicately done. It's
done.
Like you can tell, like it's going to be well balanced. It's just going to be good.
Yeah. So I was like, I have to mix this. It is delicious. So I just wanted to kind of put those two together because they had my favorite stuff in it, peach pie and cream.
Nice.
Okay, so that's fine on
Nice, Tam.
Yeah, put that one on your list.
One looks really good.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
I gotta grab that mullenberry, and I gotta look. I might have peach pie and cream, but I think I may have.
I don't, but I'm gonna grab it now.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
So good.
Get it.
All right, who wants to go next, man?
I can show off a recipe.
Sure.
Go ahead, Adam.
It's not mine.
Yeah, no, that's the point. The point is, it could be yours or it could be someone else's. But
I've been pimping this out for the last 2 months since I've been making it nonstop.
Oh yeah,
lemon curd cheesecake from Mr.
Oh
Alfred.
yeah,
freaking pudding. And I had the
savant.
freaking because I'm Jelly Clarkson
awesome.
making this recipe.
The idiot savant. Does he know you call him that, Frank?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does.
This recipe.
I always joke when I say idiot savant with the focus on idiot. Yeah.
I bought 2 ingredients that I didn't have just to make this recipe because I was told that it was phenomenal. I didn't own Flavor Express Lemon or the SB Cheesecake from Inawera, and I'm glad I bought both of them because Yes We Cheesecake makes cheesecakes awesome, and
Yes, it does.
Effie Lemon is
Yes.
the lemon to throw into bakeries.
How does
Yes,
it do at higher heat, like higher wattages, higher voltage? How does
The
it do?
Yes We Cheesecake,
Yeah.
I vape pretty much at 90 to like 110 watts all the time.
Yeah.
It holds up very well.
Great, because I've tried all the lemon tart remixes and it doesn't do well at high wattages, and I get this really cooked thing. I can't vape lemon at high wattages, and I vape at high wattages, so it's kind of sad. So
Yeah,
that's
this
good to know.
recipe stays nice and creamy, lemony.
I'm
with
making the
that-
list. I'm making while you guys are talking. I'm making the list of the things I want to mix.
that trinity of cheesecakes in that ratio, that Yes We Cheesecake at 3, the New York at 2,
Yeah.
and the graham crust at 1 it's beautiful. It's like the perfect combination.
Yeah, he's used it a lot. I've seen it in a lot of his mixes, and it's kind of his go-to cheesecake. And I honestly need to mix it and
The
try.
lemon I knew because it's the best lemon. Honestly,
Yeah.
of all the lemons I've tried, it's the best lemon.
Yeah, I did
But
this recipe so much.
and Emily keeps telling me to get Yes We Cheesecake, and I guess I'm not gonna be able to avoid it very much anymore.
Yeah.
But if you notice in this recipe, this is the what we're calling the Alfred Pudding Cheesecake Trinity,
Yep.
because he has Yes We Cheesecake at 3%,
That's what. Yep.
New York
it's a
Cheesecake
3-2-1.
at 2%, and TFA Graham Crust at 1%. So it's the trinity of cheesecakes to
And
make
it
a good
works.
cheesecake.
Because I've actually,
Yes.
in my little experimentations, have messed with that combination with other things, and it works just as well too.
Do you get crust from
Yes.
that combination? Is the crust adequate in that combination?
I'd say
Adam?
it's just right. It's
Yeah.
not overly crusty, and it's not like, oh, I think I can feel like a hint of it. It's there for sure.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it looks the personages looks like what I wanted to do, what I'm trying to do with my own cheesecake's tone. So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Yes We Cheesecake pretty
Mhm.
much.
I'd like to think that he put like a lot of work into this, but then like I think, well, it's Alfred, so he probably just threw out some numbers and just got it right the first time because he's like that.
Yeah.
Because he's an idiot savant. Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
Got to go to Kmart.
But yeah, this is
Yeah. He probably went to Vegas to count cards and he got busted. And now he's making recipes.
this tastes good off the shake, but if you give it that 5 to 7 days, it's phenomenal. It's just a
Cool.
top-notch
All
recipe.
right. All right. You talked me into it. I've been
Yeah, I
looking
gotta-
at.
yeah,
I've been
I gotta
looking
mix
at that.
with me, yeah.
I really recommend it.
I've been looking at that, and I haven't mixed up that Trinity in anything yet. So I got to do it. I must do it.
I kept forgetting that I have the
Get on
Flavor
it.
Express lemon and a couple other things. I'm like, oh, I can really do that one now.
Yeah. Totally can do
I
it.
have all that.
All right, Chrono, what you got, buddy?
Oh man, let me share my screen.
Yes, Seb, I'll get on that right now. I'll post a link for Alfred's recipe. Pull up ATF.
I got this one. My friend Hippie Vapes.
Oh, all right, cool. So we got the
Nice.
War of the Cobblers, man. Let's go.
Yeah, blackberry cobbler. Man, this stuff. I mixed this up. He sent it to me like 2 days before he put it public. Oh man, I've been vaping it ever since. Actually, I stopped vaping it like the past month because I was vaping that and that alone. So it was interfering with my testing of my recipes and single flavors, and I just couldn't get enough of it. So I had to stop for a little bit. But it's just so good. It's like complex but simple.
So what did he? I can't. Can you? Is there a way you can make it bigger, Chrono? I'm having a hard time seeing it. I don't know if anyone else is.
Let me see if I can.
You go to view and maybe increase it a little bit so people can see it. And there's Hippie right down there. How you doing, Hippie? Or maybe read it off. It's just kind of hard to see. There we go. We got a little more. I see a lot of triangles, so that must mean it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
There we
Yeah,
go.
it's tough, man. I'll tell you. It just has the right amount of sweetness and it's well balanced. Like, you get pretty much everything you should in a cobbler recipe.
That looks
You know what
He
I
needs
think?
that
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He used the Flavor West blueberry to sweeten up the blackberry in this.
Yep.
It works so well.
Yeah. Also, I think the use of brown sugar in this is smart. I think the ethyl maltol probably kind of helped in this situation, like cotton candy ethyl maltol. I think kind of helped create that gooey kind of sensation a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. Cool, man. All right.
Oh, Raven Shadow had a question.
Flavor
For
Art
you.
Fuji at 0.15%. Is that like adding a little texture or just a little more sweetness?
To be honest, I
Or
forget
just a
why he
little
said he
flavor.
added that. He added it. There was a reason he put
Maybe
it in
it's
there.
maybe it's just to add for the tartness.
Yeah, I was gonna say just the tart.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Just a touch of tart.
I think it's probably going to give you a little bit of brightness on top, right? Because these are all very
there you
heavy,
go.
right? And they're all going to sit in the middle, and they're going to sit dense. Addy Toonies.
Hey.
So I think
looks
that's smart.
excellent.
It would be like if you added lemon or you added a top note to kind of give you a little
Right.
contrast. So I think that was very smart, the use of that, because it's bright. Like Fuji,
Yes.
Fuji will hold up and you'll get it, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I'm
Right.
sorry.
That's when I see little nuances like that, I like to pick them out and see where they're working at.
What
Yeah.
was the thinking? Raven Shadow did have a question, and did we?
It's about graham cracker.
There it is. Yeah. She asked me, and I've never used graham cracker V1, so I can't speak to it. Laura Sweet Dough, I absolutely love. I think the question, Raven, would be, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to achieve with it? So I don't know what have you guys, any of you guys used graham cracker? I have not.
I think all I have is TFA graham cracker clear.
Cap graham cracker V1 is going to be like a sugar bear type. If I'm saying it right, like a sugar bear type graham cracker.
Oh, like the little like the little graham cracker bears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you get
like a cinnamon, more cinnamon. And if you don't want the cinnamon, you want to go with Cap graham cracker V2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I guess, Raven, the question is kind of, what are you trying to achieve by pairing those two? What are you trying to get at it? Fluvora Sweet Dough is like a sweet, doughy, kind of slightly fried dough, and it's very usable, easy to use. I enjoy it. So,
I do too.
I prefer it over Zeppeli and some of those other things, but everything has its place. But I'm not sure what you're going after. Yeah, like a Teddy Graham, exactly, Hibidore.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, couldn't think of anything.
That we couldn't think
there
of
you go, Teddy Graham.
Want to get back to main view? Stop sharing
please.
this. All right.
Thanks. Thank you. All right. Steve, what do you got? She's like, I got to take a drink of water, man.
I got a throat infection. No, I'm trying to think what I want to shout out. So bakery, right?
Yeah, that's what or anything, but we kind of focus on bakery first.
So a bakery that blew my socks off. Like really, I was surprised. I had this kick of banana bread for a while because I like to bake it in real life, and I was, for a while I was looking. So I tried Kimmy's, which is very good. If you guys haven't had Kimmy Vape, I think it's her Nutty V6 or something. Obviously, it's a V6, so she tried a lot. It's really good. And I've had another one. I can't remember who, but anyway, there's this recipe called Wonder Bar by Parcus Maximus III. Stupid name. Anyway. It's simple, but it's really good, and it's quite gooey. I guess I like gooey things. I think. Should I share it?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay, how do I do that?
The bottom of Zoom, if you see, and then you see the green square box.
Yeah,
click on that, and then we'll see your desktop. So just to be clear, if there's anything, that'll come up.
We're gonna share this,
and then
can you guys? Yeah, you guys can see it.
Holy smokes!
Okay,
girl.
so what?
You got a bunch of tabs open up top.
I've got like 5 things like that open on top. Yeah. So he
Oh my God,
explains
this
it very
bad.
well, obviously. So you can just read it, no problem. And then, so you've got it. So everybody likes banana nut bread, obviously. It's just it's a good ingredient. And I know it's kind of weird because you could think by watching this that it's more about the vanilla and the cheesiness because of the cheesecake. That's why I don't like Cap New York cheesecake very much.
Yeah,
as
I don't.
a rule.
Yeah.
Or Cap vanilla custard either, to be honest. But I talked about that yesterday with on Fresh. So,
yeah.
Because New York cheesecake, it's a crutch, just like vanilla custard. It's not very well defined, or this mix would taste like a cheesecake, and it doesn't at all. It tastes like a very moist banana nut bread with a very good butterscotch / toffee feeling to it, and it's very it doesn't exactly. Emily says it very well. Yeah, and she's right. So it's one of my favorite bakers because it surprised me. I was patient. You have to steep it, like, really. And I don't have too many issues with that. I know some people love to, like, they have to vape it right now. It needs to steep, but once it's well balanced, it's really good. And I like that. I don't even know why it works because, like, I don't like vanilla bean ice cream. I don't like vanilla custard, and I don't like New York cheesecake. But in this mix, it works. I don't usually put that much super sweet. I don't use super sweet anyway, but I don't put the super sweet too much in it. But other than that, it's a recipe that surprised me, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. So I thought I would share it with you guys.
I like that one. That's
yeah, I'm gonna try that one.
Marcus Maximus. I gotta save that one. I gotta go on my ETF and save that because that's another one that looks really good to mix.
Yeah,
rich and delicious.
Right. I think the FA caramel is more like, to me, more like a, rather than an ooey gooey caramel, I think it's more like a brown sugar.
Absolutely,
it is in this recipe. Totally, it makes it.
I think,
and I always bake with brown sugar, so this was it for me.
Yeah, I think that it's actually a better brown sugar than TPA brown sugar. And I think it gets back to my theory, and this is a theory
that's smart
that Pippa has put out, and I think it's worth talking about, is the use of EM or brown sugar or that component with creams in baking in these scenarios, with the custard, with the cheesecake. I think it does something. I think I can't. I have to test this further, but I agree. Talked about it, but we should make something there.
Pippa's very smart about bakeries, and she's very smart about mixing. And then, if you guys don't know DIY Down Under, you should, because she's really good. And yeah, I think she's right. All of this is very, very creamy, and the trick, in my opinion, as as someone who bakes a lot, the trick that I use for a lot of my pound cakes and such is a very heavy spoon of sour cream. So this New York cheesecake, the tanginess of it, and the vanilla bean ice cream, I guess, all of that together, it really, that's what it does. It makes all of it. It makes the link between the very dry banana nut bread and the gooey caramel and all of that, and it creates the moisture, which I enjoyed very much.
Emily had mentioned that she likes the Flavora caramel for her brown sugar. So
I need to try that too.
Yeah,
I like to use maple syrup plus TPA brown sugar together. And I don't specifically put a lot of maple syrup, but I think maple is a good thing. I try to make it juicy. And Pippa inspired me on that. But that will be my next
Yeah, cool.
The
Excellent.
next recipe. Okay, so how do I stop this?
Go back down to the bottom.
Yeah, you got it.
Graham says that Jungle Flavor is dulce de leche is his go-to brown sugar, but I get other components in Jungle Flavor. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I get a lot of other components in there, and a lot, almost more of a dairy. So I'd be curious.
And finding Jungle Flavor here is hard for me.
It's hard.
So.
It is. Yeah, it's very good, but I get more of other components to it than just brown sugar. But all right. So I think we've all gone for bakeries. What do we got next? What do you want to do? You want to do tobaccos, Tammy? I've got no tobaccos. This is going to be Tammy tobacco.
Right? I'm not a tobacco vapor either.
Tammy, tobacco
You have
time.
no tobacco?
Well, I have yours. I have yours. So inherently, it would be you.
There you go.
And once you get past fear, I go into another realm that I don't even.
Yeah.
I haven't gone there yet.
If there's one that you want to pop out, Tim, is there one that you want to talk about or no?
Well, honestly, I was joking about tobacco.
Okay.
But I did mix Fresh 03's version of Fears where he made it a custard, and that was absolutely delicious. So
So it's worth doing. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
pop that up. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how I missed that one.
Hold on just a second. Holy crap. Let me go. What's it called? Oh crap. Give me a second.
If he has it on ELR, I can find it.
It's called, no, that's something different.
Well, while she's doing that, I'm just going to pop up real quick. Another bakery I meant to show before real quick.
Yeah, go.
This is Addie Tooney's apple fritter. So like there's like 100 ways to skin a cat, right? And so apple fritter, there's like 100 apple fritters out there. But what I found really interesting with this is, you know how when you bite into an apple fritter and you get that leftover sensation in your mouth, like that coating of, I don't know, friedness, I guess.
Yeah, it's greasy. A little bit greasy.
Yeah,
greasy
you get that, right? And so somehow he's able to achieve that. I mean, and it's really good. He uses apple filling by Flavora. And this is the thing about Addie that always blows me out of the water. It's like 0.6, 0.3. And you're like, how is that flavor? How am I getting this? I don't even understand. But he uses apple filling at 0.6, buttercream frosting, which is where I think that waxy sweetness that's left over, that coating, I think that's where it's coming from, the buttercream frosting maybe. He uses country apple by Perolium at 1.8, crepe, which is my other favorite Wonder flavors. Like if you don't have crepe, I would recommend that you get it because it's so useful. It's kind of like a utility Swiss Army knife. Croissant, 1.2% glazed donut, which is another really good, useful bakery kind of in a variety of applications. He uses just at 0.3 and then a little bit of sugar cone at 0.3. I haven't quite figured out what the sugar cone does unless he wanted to give that a little bit of a texture. Like he was thinking that it gave it that kind of cooked texture on the outside, maybe. I'm not really sure, but all I know is it's really good. And just like mix it up. It's tasty. You get the apple, you get like that fried dough component, you get that coating on your mouth almost at the end. It's really interesting. And it's just a typical Addie Tooney kind of mix. So yeah, mix that up. It's good.
Yeah, Addie's like a minimalist mixer. He does the most he can possibly do with the least amount of flavoring that he can.
I know.
And they come out so tasty.
Yeah.
It is. It just blows my mind every time.
They never like weigh you down. It's always like something that you can just vape all day and not think
Yep.
about it.
And yet you get flavor.
His
It
recipes
just
are like
astounds me.
Yeah.
As opposed to like me and Shindo who are trying to bomb the flavor into everything.
That's me too. I'm always pushing everything. How much more can I get out of this?
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Go ahead, Tim. I'm sorry, hon.
Are you ready? I found it. I found what I wanted to do. Okay, here we go. Share. And it's called, okay. Halfling's Leaf.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? Halfling's Leaf.
Oh, this is the one he did
Yeah,
for didn't he do this for the fantasy mix?
A halfling is basically another word for a
Yeah, it's
hobbit.
the fantasy mix.
Dungeons and Dragons nerd.
Yes, there you go. There you go. So he has all the original original notes here, and he's telling you it's one of the best dessert tobaccos, which amen, yes it is.
Yep.
And he's a Hobbit tobacco strain, whatever, crispy bacon off. I don't know. So besides yogurts, custards, I cut my shake and vape custard stone down so I wasn't interfering with the innate creaminess of the Holy RY4. What I wanted was a creamy back note, which he did achieve. And he added butterscotch also is there to push the caramel of the recipe forward a bit more. So it gives the Cardinal a bit of a unique twist, which it absolutely does. And it is delicious, delicious. I went ahead because I knew I loved Cardinal. I used to mix it in like 240 mils at a time and keep it on hand to have all the time. So I knew I was going to love this because I love his pudding base. So I went ahead and mixed the 240 mil. And I think I've got just a little bit left. So he added the Flavor West butterscotch, and he added the Liquid Barn ice cream and the Flavora vanilla pudding. Other than that, it is the exact same thing as Cardinal. And it is absolutely delicious. And he suggests 2 weeks or 14 days, but I think I started vaping it within just a couple of days. It just all depends on your palate. But of course, the longer you let it steep, the better it is. Yeah. As with anything. So, and then while we're here, I'm going to go to the Cardinal recipe. And this is the Cardinal recipe here, which has got 23 5-star reviews. And oh my gosh. And that's it. It's 3 ingredients. So you can see all the people that's done like offshoots of it. And this one right here was mine. And I know 2 people that's mixed it, and they happen to be here on the show.
Yeah.
So Mary Beth, if you want to talk about a tobacco, here you go. But before this was my twist on it. Is that I love Cardinal so much, and I love peaches. And so I was thinking, how can I take my love of peaches and love of Cardinal? Wouldn't that be delicious to have a peach tobacco vape or dessert tobacco? So I took the same Cardinal recipe but added Flavor Art white peach and Flavor Art apricot. And I know, so go ahead.
All right.
Mary Beth. She mixed it, vaped it, her first tobacco.
If you like peach and you liked Cardinals, this is just a great mix. Mm-hmm. You get the peach. I get the peach like a little more in the inhale. That's what I find. It comes through. It's very slight. It's just a little bit of sweetness, but you know it's peach. And then you get that lovely sort of blend of, the Holy Grail RY4 and tobacco on the back. It's not ashy. It's just lovely. I was shocked at how much I liked it. I was really concerned about doing tobaccos. I was like, I don't know, man, but I gotta try. I gotta see. And I was shocked, and I really enjoyed it. I have it right here.
Yeah, you gotta try.
Got it right here. I've been vaping on it. Cool. I mixed up another 30 of it so much that I liked it. So yeah, Tammy, it was just nice. It was a nice way to accent a great base. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Anybody else?
That's kind of what I didn't want to ruin a base, but I wanted to just
exactly. Yeah, it's a nice example of how to accent that base.
Yeah. So okay, I'm done with mine.
It's like I use RY4 in a lot of different applications, not necessarily just for tobaccos either. Just if you want to add a dark note to stuff with butterscotch or with caramel, if you just want to darken it up, I use RY4 in that scenario.
All right, what do you got next, guys?
You don't even have to make it a tobacco.
Want to do fruits? Anybody have fruit mixes?
Before we go on to fruits, I have an honorable mention for a tobacco concentrate that probably not a lot of people have, and it's FE blended tobacco.
Huh.
I got it in a Flavor Express or a e-cig Express sale for like 75 cents, and it's a really good, just neutral.
Wow.
like tobacco, like it's not a Marlboro, it's not a this, it's not a that. It's like just kind of like a no nonsense, throw other tobaccos onto it. And it has just a slight ash note. It has a little bit of earth to it. And it's, I don't know, I've been working with it. I don't have anything yet, but it definitely has promise. I recommend if you like tobaccos, just try it out. It's always on sale.
Yeah, because cool. for that cheap, you might as well throw it in the cart if you're over there.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Good to know. Good.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get back into tobacco vapes again, so I've just been randomly trying things here and there. So,
well, if the weather actually stays cold here, I'll probably start getting into more of the darker stuff like tobaccos.
Yeah, right.
But like it's 60 here today. Yesterday it was 70.
Wow.
All right. What do you want to do next?
There?
Is it raining? No, the sun is blazing. It's beautiful.
It is pouring here.
Well, it's coming. Yeah, you're bringing it up here. Thanks.
Yeah, we're sorry. Goodbye.
Yeah, my rain suit's actually in the wash right now because it smelled like a cat was laying on it.
Oh,
yeah, nice. It smelled like a litter box. I'm like, yeah, this thing needs to go home and get washed.
All right.
Let me find a fruit. Because I pulled up a candy one for when we get the candy.
All right, you want to do candy?
Yeah, we could do that.
Go ahead. Fine. We can do that. Go ahead. Yeah. Go with what you got, man.
All right. This one is actually from our long lost buddy Mophead.
Oh.
The Mop.
Yeah, we missed that dude. This one he did called Forest Bear. So basically a spin-off of Gummy Bears. And used Blue Raz from Liquid Barn, Forest Mix, obviously, darken it up. TPA gummy candy. He actually taught me how to properly use it because I was running it way too high and it was disgusting. Cap jelly candy, lemon Sicily, of course, and it's a little bit of sweetness because it's a candy. But I like what he did here. He called an updated version of his Thunder Bear. Scroll down. Yeah, Blue Raz comes out pretty prominent with the added fruit mix of forest fruit, and he did a layer with the candies. Excuse me, and gives you a smoother gummy bear because like if you use like 27 bears, you get like that waxy, powdery pineapple note to it. So he didn't go that route, and we still able to make it a gummy bear.
Cool. What did he use that cap jelly candy at 3%? Is that what he used to that? Yeah. Oh man. Wow, I'm surprised because in general, I'm the advocate of pushing something, but in general, when you go much above 1%, it gets all kind of weird. But I guess it worked for him in here.
Yeah, it's kind of like 27 bears. I found that I have a hard time using that because you just get that, like I said, that powdery, waxy, note to it. You don't really get the meat of the actual candy. The
gumminess, yeah. Usually, you don't have to use jelly candy that high. You can use it like 1% or under, and you can get what you're looking for as a texturizer. So that's interesting. Okay, cool beans, man. Yeah, I love the Blue Raz.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Blue Raz probably neutralized what you get from the gummy candy and overpowered it.
I love the Blue Raspberry. If that's your flavor from Liquid Barn, it's a good flavor. Cool beans.
Yeah. Stop sharing that one. Come on, there we go.
All right.
So that was
for me, my candy one is going to be, I've got two, so I'm going to start with this one first, which was by Kathy Woods. She did something called Vitamin C.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one.
Did it come up? No, it didn't. Hang on. Sorry, guys.
All right, JTH, thanks for popping in, brother. Happy New Year to you.
So this is like a fruit mix that's citrus, and it's like an orange pineapple juice is what she was kind of going after here. And she gives you all of her notes, which you can read, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to kind of go through the flavors a little bit here. And they're flavors that most people probably have. And for however she managed to do this, the balance of these flavors and the addition of TPA Rainbow Sherbet is just bright and vibrant and tasty. And I just really enjoyed it. She used Golden Cap at 3%, Juicy Orange at 2%, Rainbow Sherbet at 5%, Sweet Tangerine at 3%, and Tanger at 3%. So the other thing I liked about this mix is for people looking for pod mixes, this would make for a nice pod mix, I think, as well, and a tank. And the RDA, it was a little much for me, but it's very vibrant, very very bright, very in your face, and it's like orange juice and pineapple. The pineapple changes a little bit, which is the nature of that in this mix, but overall it's pretty tasty. And certainly something I want to try in my Orion pod and see how that holds up in there. But yeah, that's the one. And then the other one I'll pop up real quick here is I don't have it up. Brilliant. Is actually C's Mix, which I absolutely love. Her Pride Pog. What's the matter? Why are you coughing for?
Oh, I didn't expect that.
It's a fruit mix and it's darn good. So it's going up. And
thank you.
Yeah, man. Hang on here. We'll get it. I think it's worth looking at, and I think it's worth talking about. Yeah. So I think the key here, and C and I have talked about this, and you can chime in because it's yours, C, is the blood orange and the grapefruit. I think are two key things. It's kind of a variation of the pod mixes we've seen out there, which I've tried. I love the combination of all these flavors, and I've tried them in various mixes. But I think here the Flavor West blood orange and the grapefruit help to make a nice contrast to some of the other components in here, especially the sweet guava at 7% and the sweet tangerine. You need a little bit of a contrast there, I think, just for my palate. And that's what I really enjoyed in this mix. And that's why I think it really worked for me. Anything you want to add, C?
Well, I mean, I tried all the pugs that I could find. I mean,
yeah.
The first thing I tried was Wayne's pug, and that's when I discovered the use of sweet guava this high, because I would have never mixed anything this high.
Right.
And then I tried Gwendry, who inspired Wayne, but also Dimilin is inspired by. She posted a pug that she does specifically on ELR so that I could look at it. And I looked at everybody's pug, and I was like, it was flat. They were good, but they were like yellow and orange, and I was vaping it because I fell in love with the guava and the passion. I love passion fruit naturally. I love the fruit, the actual fruit. I eat it, and the passion fruit is a total miss wherever I look. Any flavorings that I try, they taste like passion fruit. But the tanginess, the tart, it wasn't there. And so I searched, and I thought, first I'm going to put some blood orange in this, because maybe it'll make the juicy orange a little bit less, like, it can be weak. And I was like, maybe I'm going to mix it lower and put more blood orange to see if it does something. And it still needed to be high. And then I researched grapefruit, especially because of what Dimilin did. Because Dimilin did put a little bit of grapefruit, but not this one, in her mix. And then I just realized that's what it was. Like the blood orange and the grapefruit together, they create the tart. They make the mix red, like ruby red, and it tastes, and it makes the passion fruit pop.
Yep.
And the guava is well, it was waiting for it. It honestly, and then I was like, wow, it's 23.5%. People are never going to mix it because it's too high, and it's not going to work. So I mixed it, and I vaped it very high, because I vaped it in high wattages, and I was like, oh, this works. And then I put it in the me pod, and it worked.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, it's just, I'm going to leave it as, and I'm going to tell people not to freak out.
Yep. I got it.
Just go for it.
I got it in this. It's good.
It's my old day vape. I've got 120 bottles of it, and I do one every Saturday when I watch Fresh. I make a new bottle. That's pretty much it.
In a pod. That's a really good pod.
Honestly, yeah. It works in a pod. It works at high wattage. It works in tanks. It works, and it's funny because in an RDA, I've been vaping it in in the Cosmonaut, and it vapes. It's a little different, but it works. It works. Like I have 3 different experiences, and it just works. I have in the Reload that's my permanent pog. That's what it's for, and that's and then the Me Pod. I don't use pods very much because I don't use nicotine, but it works. And I've tried it. I've sent it to people who vape nicotine, and I've asked them, does it change anything? Because sometimes the nicotine will do that. It will change something, and it works. With Nic, with regular Nic, it just works.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, that's great. Fantastic. It's hard to come up with a mix that you enjoy out of a variety of devices because it changes,
Absolutely.
It was my first recipe too. I was like, but I worked on it for like 2 months. Like,
yeah,
really.
Yeah, there you go. It shows. All right, what do we got next, guys?
I got a shout out.
I have a nice
licorice recipe.
Wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chrono. What were you saying?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Graham's licorice recipe. It's a fantastic strawberry licorice. If you're looking for a really nice, smooth candy vape, oh, it's great.
So you got it up. You want to share it?
Yeah. Let's share this bad boy.
Can't believe we've been going for an hour already. We've barely scratched the surface.
I know. Yeah. We may have to change the agenda a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. People got stuff to do. It's all good. Then we can cut it short.
It is right there. He has licorice underwear as the picture.
No surprise. No surprise with Graham.
Yeah, you can find it all the flavors. He suggested me to mix this up a couple months back, and I mixed up a 30 mil, and then I mixed up a 120 mil.
Wow. So that red licorice is like it like hangs in there, like it's doesn't like completely interesting at 5%. Wow. Ooh.
Yeah, it tastes like licorice. That's why I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a hard one. I mean, I found a lot of red licorices that just taste waxy and don't really taste like anything.
I'm not a fan of TPA red licorice, so maybe the 27 fish and I don't know, the sour apple maybe do something there. That's kind of interesting. I might have to give it a try, man. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's what the sour apple probably helps out in that juicy strawberry.
Yeah, maybe
more the candy strawberries.
I love red licorice, so I'm willing to give that a go. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing, Chrono. Tam, go ahead. You had something you wanted to share too.
Oh, yeah, I mixed the candy just the other day, actually, by Demented, from Courtney. Pixie dust, and it's actually really good. So
I'll yeah, people have been shouting that out.
Pick one, yeah. Share. Okay, there we go. Demented 76, and she is a great mixer. She's
she is a great mixer
with Flavor Pro, and
I love that picture too.
But this is really a simple. I do too. A really simple recipe, but it's really delicious. It's just a candy vape, which I don't do a lot of candy vapes, but I look for them for my. Let me be nice for my stepson. He likes that was very nice, wasn't it?
Yes, you did good, Tammy. You used your word. You used your word. So she uses Wonder Flavors Pixie Stick Candy and powdered sugar and some Flavor West sweetener and Lorenz watermelon. And I was like, this is really interesting because of the watermelon. But it's really nice because you get that pixie stick and the powder feel, and you get that taste of watermelon. And it's just a really nice candy vape. Really nice. She did a good job. So if you want a good candy, it's a really simple but a nice candy vape.
I have that pixie
not
stick,
too many ingredients.
I barely use that pixie stick, so that's something to try, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So because I had a 30 mil of it. I'm like, I need to use this. And what can I use it with? I'm like, I'm going to mix this. And it's really good. I need to leave a review now.
Yeah, Alan Gordon.
Not right now, but I will later.
Candy soon, so.
Cool beans.
Yeah, right.
That was a good pick, Tam. That I think that's
Lando.
Oh, Lando, I don't need. I do not need that mental image, Lando, right now. I just picture him in his Wisconsin hat, just
His Badger hat. Yep.
yeah. Oh, no. Oh, please no. He just won. He just got me back for all the eye contact. Dick. Yeah, the FA corn. I have it. I haven't used it yet though. I'm kind of afraid.
Don't be scared.
I have Flavor Art corn. I need to use it really low.
I love it. Oh my god.
It's really an interesting flavor.
Vape it right away.
It's very corn in a husk, and it's buttery in the end, and it has almost this weird creamy buttery note of corn in a husk and fresh corn.
Ooh.
Like if you put fresh corn in a pot, just in a pot, and you put a little bit of butter in it and you cook it and you serve it just like that, that's exactly what it is.
Oh wow.
So if you're trying to use FA corn to like do a popcorn or do, if you want to do a bakery with it, it needs something else. But if you want to do like, if you wanted to put some corn in your popcorn or something like that, it needs, I've been thinking about it for a while. It needs things. I'm not sure what things just yet, but it needs things. It's a flavor that you need to bend a little to make it work, and it needs to steep.
Oh yeah, it definitely just looks like one we need to steep now. Heck, if it's corn in a pot now, we need someone to come up with an Old Bay. I think there's only a couple of us that get that reference. The old Chrono, you probably get the Old Bay in the pot with the corn.
Oh yeah,
Old Bay is my jam. All right, everybody go. Any else? Or a fruit?
If we're talking fruit / candy, but it's not a candy exactly. But anyway, I've been vaping this leche de coco.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, pop that up
by
there.
Ings, whatever. I can't say his name. I'm gonna share that. Okay.
I think I have that mixed up. I'm gonna go check quick.
Yeah, go for it. So this thing, I really like when people are super precise about why they use things, how much they use things, and what it does. So, like, it's really good to always have those interesting notes. Oh, you have it too. I think I'm not the only one liking it. It has like lights on all the flavor, which honestly, that's for all the flavors. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So
that's
how have I not mixed this? This is like totally lost.
I don't know why you don't like TP graham cracker crust. You haven't tried it yet.
I mixed this in September.
Oh no. I've never said that I don't like it. I've never said that.
Oh, okay.
Don't like
the longer you steep it, the better it's gonna be. So I don't know how exactly it works, especially because like sweet coconut by Flavor is really like sweet, and FA cocoa is very candy. And I was like, oh, this is not gonna work. I've been on the kick of lemon. Trying to find a good coconut milk or a good coconut vape, and I was like, oh yeah, this is not gonna work. If he had put Flavor of coconut, just the coconut, I would have maybe believed in it more, whatever. But then I tried the okay, I'm a very big fan of FA Cream Fresh. I love FA Cream Fresh. It's really good. I think it would have worked with Flavor of Sweet Cream as well. Like, I think maybe it would have helped a little bit, but to make it, I like to tweak such stuff. So, but as it is, I don't know what he did. I don't know why everybody puts meringue and everything, but yeah, it works. On this one, it works. It's really good. So just mix it, enjoy it. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad in the term. It's not ultra sweet, but it tastes really like coconut. Like, it's a good coconut. It comes through. Yeah. Do you like it,
Nice.
Frono?
Yeah, and I can attest that it holds up the flavor over time.
Right?
'Cause
It does,
I
right?
mixed
Yeah.
it September 8th.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I mixed a 60 mil of it and it was gone in like 2 weeks. So that means it was good.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mixed
So,
it and
yeah.
hit it in my steep cabinet and forgot about it for
There you
3
go.
months.
I mean,
That's the best way to go.
and it holds up. Like some things don't hold up that well in time. Like if you mix a very marshmallow thing and you wait for it for like, it changes the whole, like if you want to have the fresh marshmallow in the mouth, vape it the first week you make it, because after that, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this holds up really well. Yeah, this holds up so well, and I just like it.
Cool.
And it's not obscure. Obviously, everybody knows it, but it's good.
I don't know how I've not mixed it because I love coconut. Oh, I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
just don't have
Honestly-
cocoa.
Oh, okay.
I can get
Well-
it though. I just
It reminds me so much of coconut cream pie.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe it's not exactly like coconut milk. It's coconut milk, like in the it's sweet coconut milk. It's not like if you guys like drink coconut water or whatever.
Mhm.
This is not it. This is not it.
There's
It
more
has too
thicker,
much
yeah.
cream in it.
mhm.
Yeah. But the Bavarian cream does something to it that is just good. And it's not too much. He was really soft on the cocoa, and it just marries very well.
Nice.
Cool.
You're gonna like it, MB.
Yeah. It looks like it's right in my wheelhouse, man. I
is.
totally, yeah, totally dig that. All right. Anybody else in this category? Anything else? Nope. All right. You want to do beverages, or you want to do? What would you like to do next?
Yeah, we could do beverages because we know it's right up your alley. Because
No, stop. Let's do. I want to do this one. And I think because I think it's probably one of the more innovative recipes that I've seen this year. From Pure Innovation, and Adam's probably tried it, so I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess. Have you tried that one, Adam?
No,
Oh.
not yet. There was something.
It's
that I was
on my
missing.
list. Since you've talked to me about it, it's on my
Yeah.
list.
I just think
Yeah,
this
no,
is
I'm
like
such
one of
a
the most.
fanboy
And he gives you a ton of notes here, and he'll go through it. But he created a cola by not using a cola flavor, and this is amazingly a spot-on cola. It blew my mind. And he uses Flavor West Blood Orange, which is like my favorite blood orange, to be honest. He
It's
uses
the only blood orange.
FA Blood Orange is nice.
Has merit.
But
Flavora has a good one too. I think.
do they? I've never tried Flavora's, but anyway,
Oh, good to know.
FA bourbon,
Yeah.
and fizzy sherbet, a little rich cinnamon. And then he adds WS23 and some super sweet, just 0.25.
Yeah.
But this combination, it's amazing. Like the fizzy sherbet gives it enough of the citrus notes. The vanilla adds that sort of deep vanilla that sits there, and the orange just kind of sits linearly through it. And then that little bit of cinnamon, it's amazing. I can't quite figure it out in my brain how it all works, but it works. It's just, so if you haven't done it and you like, just even from try something different, even if like cola isn't your thing, just try it just from the sense of how this recipe came together and what it vapes like. It's amazing. It's really good. It's worth trying.
It's the fizzy sherbet that kept me from mixing that. I don't have that. It's on the list.
Oh,
Yeah, Pippa will scold me since I don't have that one either yet.
Bull City.
Yeah,
Bull
she told
City
me.
has it.
Yeah,
Though.
they have it. Yeah, I just keep.
Yeah.
I have it.
Bull City, Adam. You can get it pretty easily at Bull
It's in my
City.
cart. I just was waiting till the new year so funds can be back up again.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
right now Bull City's running 20%.
It's either 15 or 20, I think.
I think it's 20. Yeah, I think they're doing 20. There's a lot of flavor houses right now doing 15, 20% sales till Tuesday.
Yeah, rich cinnamon is pretty expensive, Hibidare, but don't buy 3 flavors. Just buy that one. It's worth it. It's worth getting rich cinnamon.
Yeah, you're going to use a 15 ml bottle. You'll have it for 2 years
for life.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Pretty much.
Unless you dilute it down to 10%, then makes it a little bit.
It's worth it.
Take a little bit of it, dilute it down to a 10% dilution. This way, it's a little bit more easier to work with.
Yeah, you can actually mix smaller bottles if you dilute it for sure. Otherwise, you're making 30s all the time.
Yeah.
One drop of that stuff is so potent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the ultimate.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Cinnamon.
There's nothing on the market.
If you've tried everything else like cinnamon Danish swirl, the Flavor West cinnamon Danish swirl, I mean everything cinnamon outside of that, and you thought, oh, this thing is so dry. How can I vape it? Just drop it and go get Flavor rich cinnamon, and you fixed your issues.
Yep. It's amazing. I completely agree. I thought it was a little bit of hype until I got it and started playing with it. And I'm like, okay, This is what I've been missing.
And I mixed toasted with it, and it was just so good. It was so good. I tipped it for like ages, and I was like, oh, and every time I vape it, I'm like, oh, it's good.
Yeah. Completely agree. Completely agree.
I just saw Graham's throwing something out there. There's a new show coming in January with him, Alfred Pudding, Max Savage, Folk Art, Skittles, and David, ID10T.
Wow.
I didn't get an invite for that. Fuck you, Graham.
Neato.
That's right.
Looks like awesome.
Get out of the chat.
You're going to miss a woman's touch on this.
That's the point. But that's the point, isn't it, though?
That's the powerhouse panel, though. That's going to be a good show.
All right. Well, who else has got a beverage?
We know you do, Mary. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I
Come on.
I haven't done well with
nobody. No one's mixed up beverages, teas, lemonade.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to
pimp up my. I'm not going to pimp up my lemonade. Come on. You want to pimp that one? Are you sure?
I have not tried it. Put it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to pimp my cocktail, so you might as well pimp yours.
Okay. Hold on. All right. So
this one.
It's called Pink Nectar. If you don't get the joke, just Google it. I do explain things because I like when people explain things, so I figured I would explain things myself. But so it's a lemonade and it's a limeade, and the trick here is all in the raspberry, because I mean, if you don't have Flavor West lemonade and you like lemonade, it's a really good lemonade. You can go even higher with it. Like
yes, you can.
Let's say.
Yep.
But I didn't want, the lemonade to not be lemon lime, so I put a little lemon Sicily in there so that it would just be a little brighter on the Flavor West lemonade. But for me, Fresh taught me that, and Flavor West lemonade by itself is really, really a good, straightforward lemonade. Like, it's a good base for other stuff. Cap lemon lime, that's classic. So the lemon lime, the lemon Sicily, and the lemonade, that makes the limeade. If you want a lemonade and not a limeade, just take out lemon lime and you have it. So the raspberry, Inner raspberry for me is the best raspberry. Fruit. And everybody puts, Inner raspberry and like TPA sweet raspberry together, and you're like,
yep.
And it just doesn't work. It just doesn't make a good raspberry. Sweet raspberry, like, people think it's a candy. Everybody says it's a candy. I don't get that either. So sweet raspberry is always just super disappointing to me. But if you put just even a little bit of red raspberry by Flavora, it tastes like eating a fresh raspberry off the bush. Which is what you want in lemonade.
Yeah.
I just got the red raspberry in, so I'm really excited, so I can finally mix this. Cool.
I need raspberries.
This is really, like, obviously I did a few tries, and pretty much it's tart, it's vibrant, it's strong, and it's really, really a true raspberry. Like, you can taste it.
Cool. I'm excited to
So,
try it.
If
Excellent.
you guys are into that, then you have it right there.
You think it'd be all right if you added like a little WS-23 to that? Do you think it would?
Yes, totally. I think I wrote it. Yes, I said you can go with Colada or WS-23 up to. I would start at 0.5,
Yeah.
not more, because then you lose a lot of the rest of the flavors, I think.
Yeah, cool. Cool beans.
You can put a little sweetener if you want it sweeter. I didn't put any in it because I feel like it doesn't need it. And it's a 10% mix, so it's like complete opposite from the Pog. but nice. It works like just as is. So if you want to put sweetener, you can. If you want to put cooling in it, you can. Seriously.
Cool.
Very versatile.
Right. Cool beans. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got one I want to put up that Brother Addy did earlier this year when Flavor, released all their teas. This one, he did this one on one of the Saturday shows. Smells like tea spirit. Surprisingly, avocado in there. It's not a guacamole. It gives you a mouthfeel, gives you some texture. And then with the berry blend, the green tea, and the milk and honey, I mixed this up, and you see, was he have 3.6% total flavors, and it's spot on. I mean, it's just really, you get the citrus and it's just really, really good. Yeah, this is definitely a nice summer vape. I actually think I made it in like June or July when I got a bunch of flavor.
Oh wow, I forgot about that mix. I had that on my list to mix too because I wanted to see what that avocado did.
That avocado, that's a sleeper. I mean, it's not like Vape Train's avocado cream where you get more of different notes to it. This is just basically you get the banana note in it, just like a lot of Vape Train stuff. And with this avocado, you get that texture and you get that it's great for texture, adding density and texture to them.
Yeah, completely, and that mouthfeel. Yes. Without adding sweetness, and it doesn't necessarily change the flavor profile.
Not at all.
Very cool and very smart. Yeah. And he used it at 1.2%, which is really interesting.
Yeah, because it's not as a super strong flavor. I mean, I don't know. I know Mophead did one. I think he used the flavor avocado and actually used it as a guacamole, but he ran it.
He tried. He tried to do that.
Yeah, I don't think
he got there. I don't think he got it, but he tried.
Yeah, he left it public, but yeah, that one's a great mix right there. Nice, easy, 4 flavors, nothing crazy. Exactly. Yeah, Addie saying thank you. You're welcome, Addie. Thank you for sharing that one because that one was good.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, man. What about you guys down there at the bottom? Adam, Tam, you got any beverages you want to share with the world today?
I have one that I started working on in the summer and then mixed it a couple times and I kind of liked it and then I forgot about it until we started talking about beverages right now.
Okay.
It's actually still private, but I can change that if anybody feels like mixing it.
Go for it.
Let's share this. So this is Peach Palmer. It's a peach Arnold Palmer.
Oh, nice.
It's literally just throwing, like we were saying, like throwing as much flavor into something as possible to get a cold,
that's my approach.
Vape. So yeah, I mean, it basically, it's self-explanatory. I feel sweet tea is kind of thin. You got to bump it up super high. Yep. So I got it at 7 here. That Lorenz,
good.
I love that flavor, so I bumped it up to 6. I gave it a little bit more tartness with that Sicily. I added some peach, a little pear for juiciness, and then the FA black tea. I find when you combine that with the sweet tea, just adds a little more of an authentic tea note.
Yep.
And from what I remember, it's pretty yummy. I don't know why I never made it public.
Cool.
Kind of just slipped past everything, I guess. But yeah, mix her up, try her out, or wait till summer and mix it up.
Cool, man. Cool.
Nice.
All right. Let's see.
Towards the bottom of the hour here. Start wrapping it up here shortly. So I'm sure everybody doesn't want to just hang out and talk to us all day. But it's still.
I want to pimp something.
Absolutely.
I really like it.
Pimp away.
Okay. I want to pimp Pipa.
Oh, there we go.
I love maple syrup, and I love using natural things to sweeten other mixes, and this is lovely. Maple syrup can be very, she's explaining it very well, again, with explanations. I really like explanations. She's explaining it very well. And so she's explaining how FA maple syrup, which is the only maple syrup. I mean, yesterday on Fresh's Mix, I tried the pancake thing. Yeah. That tasted like how, oh, well, here's Pippa.
Here's
that
Pippa.
tasted like,
Pippa.
like
Pippa.
probably the something breakfasty from high up from like 2 weeks ago, maybe. It was horrible. Anyway, this recipe here is a very good maple syrup. VT golden syrup is wonderful, and butterscotch and caramel work well together. And like you said, I think here it's a good brown sugar to go with the maple syrup. So this mix is not dry, and it works super well. And I think I like to use a combination of it when I want to do something brown, something sweet, moist, and brown. That's what I mean, it inspires me a lot.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I agree with you. I forgot about that too.
Yeah, it's a brilliant mix. Simple, it's efficient, and it can be mixed with a lot of other things.
I forgot about that.
He actually has suggestions in the text.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much like nose tea. It's just great. Good shake, and it's wonderful. And I like to vape it just like that.
Yeah.
But
I would love to see how it would work. How it would work with like like on with crepes or with like a sweet dough, or I wonder how it would work. Bet you it would be good.
When I did that sticky toffee pudding yesterday, I got inspired by that.
Yeah.
Like, I thought of it. Like, I mean, and I talked to Emily about it because she gave me a couple advice for also, but like it's just beautiful. I did a sticky toffee pudding without toffee and without pudding, and so I needed it to be really brown, and half of the ideas come from this. So yeah. Good
thought. Actually, really good example. I think. Cool.
Now, how much different is FA maple as opposed to the maple syrup? Are they the same, or are they two different flavors?
You mean from TFA?
No, FA. Because I have
there
FA.
Is only one FA.
I looked in my stash and I have FA maple, but it doesn't say maple syrup.
I think it's the same thing.
Is it?
That might just be lazy labeling.
Yeah,
exactly. It's the same one. I mean,
okay. It could have been lost in translation
because I have FA maple syrup, and I bought it directly from FA, and that's the only maple they have.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes I found some flavors are entered twice because they have different spelling. It happens on all the flavors, and it happens on ELR also. So that's probably what happened to you, Frank.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to look it up on ATF right now, see if they have two different ones. Okay, yeah, if it says FA maple, then it just says syrup, so it's probably the same flavor.
Yeah.
We got 510 recipes. Yeah, it's probably the same deal, so I can actually mix that. Good.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't even get into custards or anything, but we're running out of time, so I think we're just going to have everyone say their piece and say where they can find you and get the heck on out of here.
All right.
Well, one thing real quick, your top recipe of the year, just one that was the most favorite recipe, whether your own or somebody else's, that you just always mix it every time you sit down in front of your scale.
I already said mine.
Yep.
Alfred's lemon cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Can't sing enough praises for that recipe.
I'm going to go mix that.
Yeah, it's super.
I can't pick one. Frank, I hate when people ask this question. I have such ADD, but I think probably for me, what I find that like when I get, I don't know, just overwhelmed, I just want something that's tasty and good and I know I'm going to enjoy. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I do Addie's custard, whatever year it is and whatever version it is. It's just, I just love that mix.
That combination.
That flavor profile just works for me. I can always taste it. I can taste it in a tank. I can taste it. It just works. It's just what I go to. So I guess it would be Addie's Custard 2018.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's about right because I did my version last week, and I'm still.
Yep, I mixed
nursing it
that up
down.
too.
Yeah.
And that
That's
was
it.
really
Mixed
interesting.
Yeah,
Your
that,
version of it.
the jungle flavored Bavarian cream. After a week, it took me for a loop. I was just like, "Oh wow, I did not expect it to get dark."
Yeah, it changed it.
Yeah,
It really
I mean,
did
but
change it.
in a good
In
way.
a good way, completely. And it added more, I think it moved it into more mouthfeel, much more creamier.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
it's
oh
heavy.
my God, this is good.
I
Really
baked it and got full.
Yeah, it was really good. What about you guys? Chrono, what's your go-to vape of the year?
I would say Hippie's Blackberry Cobbler, but I vaped it so much that I
You got tired of it.
with my blueberry donut. The blueberry donut that I mixed up, I mix that all the time. Like I have a 50 mil sitting right here.
Yeah.
All the time.
I have so many, but I can name a few.
You got one.
One that
You got one.
I can't do one.
Well-
I need to do three.
Okay,
Yeah,
do
move
3.
on then.
Okay. So one that I play around and tweak a lot, and I'm trying to figure out is Unlucky it's Das Moose who did it. It's marshmallow cereal, so I play with that a lot. His OG was better than what he's doing. He changed it, and he keeps changing it, and I keep changing it too. And it's a great base. There's a custard that I don't vape, but I mix enormous. It's very popular for all the people that I mix for. Everybody wants that. And especially people were doing pods and quitting smoking and doing mass too long. It's called Ristretto, and Tam knows it because she is the only one having written a review on it. It's called Ristretto by a guy called Luder. It's Luadr. So Ristretto. It's a coffee custard, and it's very
Ludra.
popular.
Yes, I know him.
Yeah, and you know that recipe too because you commented on it. It's called Ristretto, and it's really good. It's a great coffee custard. People love it. It's very vanilla. It smells very good.
Yes, I did. I mixed that. Yes. Did I mix
People
it?
love it. Yeah, you wrote a review on it, and you gave it 5 stars. So I think you liked it.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, people who I mix it for.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
People who I mix it for are crazy about it. And so if you guys like coffee custards, go for it. And the last thing that I actually have been mixing pretty often, and it surprised me because it was a live mix. Everybody is crazy about cornbread pudding by Country Clouds, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And everybody keeps wanting to put cornbread in it that I've never had, but I can tell you that's not it because I have it and I've mixed. I was watching when he did it, and Wayne did a live mixing that's called Sweet Cornbread Pudding Pops, and it has 5% of TPA kettle corn in it, and it's almost a 1-to-1.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I've tried it. I've got it from a company who sent it to me with another thing, and they had some, and it's horribly sweet. It gunks my call like nobody's business. But Wayne got it. I mean, I don't know why everybody keeps wanting to mix this again because he did it. It's almost 1-to-1. It's great.
I need to get the actual bottle
juice. Yeah, everybody.
Actually, what I have right here the 2 new remixes right here.
Yeah,
that I'm testing, and
mixes
mix original one tastes like, but
it tastes like what Wayne's did. Wayne mixed it. I have it here.
But these are both very delicious, but they're different.
I have this.
Light bulb
so
totally
that's his mix.
Oh wow!
And I have this, which is the original juice.
Actual.
Right. And I've mixed this, like this is a 60, and I've mixed it 3-4 times this year already. So
I'll have to mix this too then.
Yeah.
But both of these are very different.
It's a juicy,
both very delicious, but very different.
Yeah.
But I don't know what
Wayne says. Wayne says that it's he vapes the original. Like you can very often see him with a bottle of this. when he does his shows.
Mhm.
And he it's funny because he mixed it the first time, and yeah, it's kettle corn. It's not cornbread. It's TPA kettle corn in it for sure.
Yeah,
could
and I
see
love
that.
kettle
Yep,
corn.
I totally
love
agree.
kettle corn.
Completely agree with you.
I got
Yeah,
flavor
kettle
popcorn
corn.
because I feel like I want to tweak it a little bit, and I want to put a little bit of flavor popcorn in it to see how it does. But outside of that, I wouldn't change it.
Is there another one? See, are you good? I think you had one
No,
more mix.
I'm good.
Three,
That's
right?
what I wanted to say.
Okay. All right. Back to you, Frank.
I say the one that I would say I had that I mixed that I just vaped the heck out of and turned into an all day vape for months until I finally got tired of it was my butterscotch RY4.
Oh yeah.
After having that Glass Basics one sent to me, I was like, you know what? I can make this better without all the sweetness and all the, coil gunking sugar and stuff in it. And I went down a rabbit hole as usual, like 9 flavors. So I know it's nowhere near the authentic, but I enjoyed it. I used Flavor West butterscotch, like really high, like 4 or 5%. It's like 20% flavoring. But it has I made 2 different versions. One with the Holy RY4 from DIY Flavor Shack, and I've done it with TPA or RY4 double, and both of them come out really good. Either one. If I'm mixing for somebody else, I go the cheaper route and throw the TPA RY4 at it. But if I'm mixing for myself, I'll use the
high end
Holy Grail. Yeah. And it's just, threw some brown sugar at it. I mean, I just started throwing stuff at it, but different vanillas and everything. And it happened to work. And I haven't mixed it in a little while, but because I got tired of it after 5-6 months of constantly vaping it, making like 120 mils every 2 weeks. And I know Addie, the other night kind of embarrassed me a little bit and said my straw Nana custard V2 was his favorite of the year when I used Fresh's custard base, and basically just took what the heck's his name? The guy who made the original
not Creeds.
No,
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I can pull it up right now. I can tell you exactly who it is. Because all I got to do is just hit the rating on the top of ELR and it'll be there. Ken Aware.
Yeah, there it is.
That's it. Even right, as if the screen was coming up, it hit me before it even came up. Yeah. But like his has Loran's banana cream. And his only 4 flavors: strawberry ripe and sweet, Cat V1 at 10%, and banana cream. And it takes 6 months for it to steep out.
Yeah.
Literally 30 days, and it actually all comes together literally on that 30th day.
Cool. Yeah, it's funny how some mixes just do that. It's like all of a sudden that day comes and it changes. It's a whole nother mix, man. All right. Well, let's let these people get out of here.
Yeah. Chrono, since this is your first time popping your cherry on our show, where can everybody find you?
They can find me over at Chrono Vapes on YouTube. And I do shows on Tuesdays with Hippie Vapes and the Juicy Crew. It's going to start back up on the 8th of January. So
cool. That's
awesome.
like noon Eastern time, around 11 a.m. Eastern?
Yeah, 11 Central, I think it is.
And noon Eastern. Okay. Yeah, it's a good show. I hope it starts catching some steam, because I know it's right now it's not real. Not real popular yet, but I think it has some good content, and I think between you, Hippie, and Simple Vapes, I think it's going to be good. And you guys are going to be doing some coil tutorials on there too after the first year.
Yeah,
right?
They're going to get into coil building this coming month, because I just got my coil building rig set up, finished. So they're going to be teaching me how to build coils better.
If you haven't caught them, they're just fun to watch. You're a fun bunch. Hippie's great to watch.
Yeah, they are.
They're just fun. It's just a fun show to watch. So yeah, go over there.
It was lovely meeting Hippie for the fundraiser live. I really appreciated him. He's got
a great energy, right? He's got a fantastic energy.
Wonderful gentleman.
Yeah, he's just fun to watch. Great energy. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I love picking on him. Just saying, "Roll Tide."
He's an Auburn fan.
Yeah, he's all Auburn.
I was chatting with him yesterday, and He's like, I gotta go. Auburn's on. Like, see you later. We've been chatting for over an hour already.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think Alabama did pull that game out last night. Oklahoma was starting to come back on them, but so you're going to have Alabama and Clemson next week in the national championship game, and I hope Clemson kicks their ass.
Yeah, well, you can always hope. All right, Adam, what do you got? Tell them who you are, when they can find you.
I'm Adam. I play music. You can find me by looking up Eddie and the Arsons. That's EDDY and the Arsons. I play bass in said band, and check us out. Buy some songs. Fucking give us a little listen.
Little love.
Besides that, yeah, I'm Madam. I'm Adam, one word on ELR. You can check out my recipes there, and yeah, join us every Wednesday on Golf Tea Vapes' channel at 9:30 Central for our little shenanigans, and hope to see you guys there. And also, yeah, join our Facebook group and request a song for me to cover. It's always fun to hear me sing "Hungry Eyes" by Eric Carmen.
Yeah, it's great. It was awesome. That song is that remix is great. I absolutely love it. And so you're gonna every week randomly. Do you do it weekly, Adam?
It's
You pick a song
or every 2 weeks, depending on if I have work and commission stuff to do. Like sometimes I just can't get to it because it's 6-hour commitment to record like a song usually.
Yeah, because you're doing all the layering and everything else.
Yeah, I do all the drums, guitar, bass, keyboard, and vocals myself. So yeah.
So in the Facebook group, there's a thread where people can suggest the song that Adam will do. So it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see. When's the next song gonna come out, Adam?
Wednesday.
Cool. That's when you'll play it?
I'll be randomizing the lists today, and then I'll start working on it tonight, and it'll be done for Wednesday's show.
Wow. So how long does it take you to do one like that?
It's usually like a 6 to 8 hour session usually.
Cool.
Usually try to split it up like over a day or two.
Cool. All right. Awesome.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me, Frank.
Yeah.
Thank you as always, man.
Tam, what about you, love? What do you want to tell the world?
What about me? What am I talking
about?
I posted a link to my absolute all day vape in the chat. It's my 50 Shades of Cream. I didn't share that on the screen, but it's my absolute favorite. I vape that. I have that mixed all the time. So,
it's good, man. I can attest to it. It is 50 Shades of Cream all day long. I love it. It is so good.
It's really good. Yeah.
I got it right here. Here it is. Somewhere. Here it is.
She's like, I got it.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
So, but I'm everywhere. And again, we joke about that. DIY Down Under. Check us out there at DIY Down Under, and on YouTube DIY Down Under. We're starting back up live shows. Is it this coming Saturday? Yes, I think so. This coming Saturday at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. We will start back up with our live show after the holiday breaks.
I'll be there.
And I am. Oh yeah, Chrono Vapes is going to be visiting on the show too. Yes,
cool.
And you can. And who?
Go ahead.
Okay, and you can find me Tam Vapes on Instagram as Tam Vapes and on ELR and all the flavors. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome. Cecile, thank you once again for gracing us with your presence for the last hour and 45 minutes. It's amazing.
Thank you for having me. You guys are great. I mean, I'm having a good time.
Awesome. Tell everybody where they can find you on the Insta.
Well, sorry. So I'm Queer Your Vape pretty much everywhere. I need to update my ELR because I've been posting mostly on all the flavors, and I realized that not everybody uses all the flavors. So I need to update ELR. You can find me at Queer Your Vape with underscores for Instagram. I do advocacy. I do LGBT advocacy, and I do, vaping advocacy. And I do photos, reviews for gear, for juice, and for recipes. So if you guys want to follow me, that's where I am. I'll be on Fresh Show on Saturdays more regularly.
Awesome.
Because it's a good time zone thing for me. I've been invited by Pippa to be on DIY Down Under, so I think you'll see me there as well. And I might stay and hang out with Mary Beth and Frank on a regular.
Cool.
If they still want me after today.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you wear that hat, we'll let you back.
I have other hats. I mean, yeah, I can. I was wearing the hat to help, Tam.
To support our Tammy.
Yeah. So plus my hair is growing. Like, for people who don't know, I shaved my head a couple months back. It was empowering and stupid. Pretty much. I think so it needs to grow. So it's like 2 months now. So yeah, I can wear hats.
It off really great. This short hair. I did not. I had mine shaved 10 years ago, and it was not a good. Well, yeah.
Well, I'm not lying. I'm going to the hairdresser like every 4 weeks to make sure that it looks good and it's not going crazy, because it grows crazy.
Yeah.
So so this is that. You guys give me a follow on Instagram. As I said, I'm not completely full-time on YouTube just yet, but I think I might eventually. Since Fresh and Addie invited me, I guess I've taken to YouTube now. All right.
Thank you, Cecile. Appreciate you. MB.
So you can find me everywhere as MechModRM. You can find me here with the Frank and the Tammy and whoever else wanders in every Sunday. You can find me on DIY Down Under. On her YouTube channel, I've been doing a lot of flavor reviews, single flavor tests called The Plunge, and Pip has been doing some great editing on those, taking some cheap shots at me occasionally, but that's okay. We get to chuckle. And check out DIYdownunder.com, the website, if you haven't had an opportunity. There's some good content over there, a lot of podcasts and flavor reviews, and we're going to try and start doing more hardware stuff over there and hardware reviews. Worth checking out. That's it for me.
As always, thank you, Mayor. Glad everybody had a good Christmas. Hopefully everybody has a healthy and safe New Year's. We all know we're all adults here. If you go out and you get hammered, Uber, it's amateur night, New Year's Eve. You hear too many stories on, New Year's morning, watching the news of, bad things happening. So don't become a statistic. Be smart. We, preaching to the choir. Everyone out here is smart people to come hang out with us.
Yeah,
so,
just don't drink and drive. It's not hard.
Exactly. I see Tommy's out. I see Tommy's out there. Tommy put out was live yesterday. Much love, Tommy. Hopefully things are getting better. John Carlo just popped in last minute.
Oh, gee.
Check him out on the Instagrams. Remedy. He's got some stab wood that made my bottom tingle a little bit. It looks really good. I'm just gonna save my money so you can take it, John Carlo. I've never had a stab wood box, and that one looks good. Stand Up 3D. Go over there. He's always got deals running. He's got some of the best 3D atomizer stands, DIY stands where you can put your bottle in there and set on the scale, and it's not too heavy, so you don't have to worry about your scale, not being strong enough for everything. Adam's got one. It's always got sales. All the winners just picked up a wheel and a muffler, the ones from last week's giveaway. He's already started shipping them out. Heard from John Mikulski, he received his already, so they're out there. I see Meter's out there. What's up, Meter? Check him out. He's always got some good reviews going on. As always, check out Adore E-Liquid. Check out DIY Down Under, the website, the Facebook group, the show on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern here in the U.S. Let's see. Who else should I shout out? Let's see. Vaping Swag. Go get you an Addy Tooney shirt.
Shout out to Addy Tooney.
Absolutely. Addy Tooney, the grandfather of this whole deal, the godfather of mixing, one that got us all started.
Yeah, he's the godfather of mixing.
He is.
He got me on. No, he's awesome. He helped me build too. So it's really good.
Oh yeah, his coils are something else. Focus Evo. He's going to be getting.
And his atomizer is like everybody pet the atomizers.
Oh, I was packing everything up today to go to the post office tomorrow, and I was sad. I'm like, I don't no longer have custody of you, Mr. K. And had to open it up and look at it one more time, and kisses and
Yeah, Mary Beth was showing me her Twisted Messes 24, the new thing that he torched for her, and I was looking at it. I was like, I want it. I want it. It was like, seriously, those needs to be pimped. They're so good.
No, that's the thing about them, though. Yeah, it's limited. You have to do something great for the community to have, to be in possession of one of them, and that's what makes them special. I mean, I'm sure anybody could flame up anything and it'll look good, but when it's coming from Addie, that there's love involved.
Tunified.
Well, I can't eat them. I'm just saying,
Tunified.
Yes. All right, guys. Let's say, in the words of Mary, you take us out of here. In the words of Fresh 03.
The words of Fresh 03. Educate, advocate, be good to each other and this community. Get off your
and not just this community.
All communities.
Oh, okay.
Be good to all minorities.
Oh,
that is very
Absolutely,
important.
Yes.
Yep. All right, everybody. Happy New Year. Be safe. Bye.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody. Cheers.